version, I have to tell you, he is becoming my favorite player.
He is legit. All right, last time Mariners won a series against these Oakland A's. A chance with Felix on the mound to do it again tonight. Let's get up to the booth. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers. Got to like your chances, guys, with Felix on the mound.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. By Quest. Quest is becoming CenturyLink. Find out more at CenturyLink.com/link. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, inviting you into the Mind of Mencia this Saturday night. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Andrew Mentank here at the Northwest Sports Desk. The scrum at the trade deadline has dissipated. The dust has settled. The Mariners get stronger as sellers. Right now we check in with the buyers and teams like Boston, Cleveland, Detroit, the Texas Rangers all facing each other this weekend. We began with the Tigers and the Rangers, and the Texas Rangers hosting the man that danced to Jared Weaver's chin music, Alex Avila. Already up 2-1 in the third. He does the hitting, smashing his 11th home run of the season to right, 3-1 Detroit. Then in the fifth, he bloops one to left field, scoring Victor Martinez and Johnny Peralta. Right now, Detroit up 5-2. It's our Sterling Savings Bank score. Former Mariner pitcher Eric Bedard.
Great city of Seattle and the Pacific Northwest continues to be blessed with spectacular weather. And tonight, it's Salute to Military Night. And we thank these men and women for their service to our country. And we are glad to host them tonight for Major League Baseball. Game 2 of a 3-game series as we look at the commander of the Navy Blue Angels throwing out the first pitch. Did a nice job as we are set for baseball here. Felix Hernandez, Rich Harden. It's the A's against the Mariners. Welcome to Safeco Field, everybody. Along with Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. We are ready for action. Jamal Weeks stepping in against the King, Felix Hernandez, the reigning American League Cy Young Award winner. Mariners won last night. Count of 8-4. First pitch. Taking for ball outside. Mike Winters, the home plate umpire. Mike Everett at first. Chris Guccione at second. And Mike Malinsky at third. Beautiful conditions, 74 degrees. Wind out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour. Looks negligible as we check the flags, which are all hanging straight down. 2-0. 3-0 from Felix. Coco Crisp on deck. Felix coming off doing what a stopper's supposed to do. He stopped a 17-game losing streak. That was last week in New York with a fine performance. There's a strike. That was Felix's first win in 6 starts, covering a span of 33 days. And Kings Court in session. Back with another strike.
It'll be important for Felix throughout this game to get Weeks, the leadoff hitter, and Coco Crisp, who's on deck, keep them off the bases. 44 stolen bases between the two of them.
Payoff pitch. Popped up. Short center field. Gutierrez takes control. 1 out. Take a look at the rest of the lineup for the Oakland Athletics.
Hitting second, it'll be Coco Crisp and Matsui. He's been the hot hitter for the A's as of late. He'll hit third. Willingham, Sweeney, Connor Jackson, he will hit 6th in the lineup today. Suzuki with a solo home run in last night's ball game hits 7th, and it's Sogard and Sizemore hits 9th. Felix Hernandez and his numbers, a 3.38 ERA, 165 innings pitched for Felix already, 153 strikeouts.
High drive. Deep right center field. Long run for Gutierrez. Makes the catch.
Franklin was busy last night. Looks like he's going to be busy again tonight. Take a look at the rest of the defense. In left field will be Casper Wells. Ichiro out in right field. On the infield, Adam Kennedy will play third base today. Ryan and Ackley up the middle. Justin Smoke back in the lineup at first. And Miguel Olivo will do the catching.
Brings up Hideki Matsui. And tonight, Matsui spends most of his time as the DH. He's in left field. Melvin today. Still a good baseball player with great instincts. Get him out there every now and then. His knees are holding up rather well. He enjoys, as most players, all players do, being out there. Let's get a taste every now and then. Matsui's a 188 hitter against Felix Hernandez. 6 for 32. Goody being challenged again. Can't get this one. One hop off the fence, and Matsui the 2-out double. Hideki Matsui, boy, he leans into one here.
Yeah, it's a changeup in the middle of the plate. Matsui's been swinging the bat well as of late. And when he's swinging well, he's using the entire field. This is one of the few fly balls the A's have hit that Franklin Gutierrez is not able to run down, so it'll be a double for Matsui.
20th double, trails Coco Crisp, who has 22 team lead. Brings up Josh Willingham. 2 for 5 against Felix. One of those a home run. We saw that back in opening day. Back in opening day, April 1st in Oakland. Sean Figgins, he's on the DL. Kyle Seager brought back up. He's expected to be here tonight. Figgins with a right hip flexor problem.
Felix topping out at 94 miles an hour. That's his breaking ball at 82. His changeup will be around 89, even 90 miles an hour at times.
Willingham is the only A with double figures in home runs. Leads the club with 15. Next closest is Kurt Suzuki with 9. Matsui with 9. Study at the outside corner. Mike Winter said no. 2-1. So here's some of your roster moves. Figgins, DL. Seager called up, and Tom Wilhelmsen, he was called up from Double-A Jackson. Doing a lot of starting down there. Some time in the pen here with the Mariners. Two and two. The noise you're hearing from the Kings Court out in left field. Visited those folks earlier. There's the turkey leg guy. The turkey leg being consumed and more than likely shared. The 2-2. Dug out by Olivo. 3-2. On deck hitters Ryan Sweeney. Passing it along. The Knights of the Kings Court met those fellas before the game. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off again. Matsui at second with a double. Willingham, former Washington National. Hooks it, strike three call. That'll do it for the A's here in the top of the first inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Nothing across for the A's. The Mariners coming to bat. Well, Ichiro, he'll be leading off for the Mariners here in the bottom of the first inning. Got good numbers career against Harden. And let's take a look at the rest of the Mariner lineup.
Following Ichiro, it'll be Brendan Ryan. Dustin Ackley with a bases clearing triple last night. Mike Harp also had a base hit. Then it's Kennedy Olivo. Smoke, a couple of hits, including a double for him. He hit seventh tonight. Casper Wells in his third game with the Mariners. He was 2 for 4. And then Franklin Gutierrez will hit ninth. Numbers for Harden. Only his sixth start of the year, 29 1/3 innings for him, 30 strikeouts, 224 average against him. A lot of changeup. Now he's changed a little bit. He used to throw 95, 96 miles an hour. It'll be more in the 91 to 93 mile an hour range, but using his changeup has been a key for him this year. Still has the curveball.
Kurt Suzuki, the catcher, told me that changeup, it's liable to do anything. He says it's murder on hitters, and you can imagine what it's like for me, because I don't know what it's going to do sometimes. As Ichiro fouls one off, 1-1. But Rich Harden, who has from beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, has during the course of his career done well against the Mariners. 5-0 here at Safeco. 9 games, 6 starts, a 0.86 ERA. Total 5-2 with a 2.41, and there's Ichiro's lookalike. I tell you what, people were coming up and getting pictures taken with this young man.
He was signing autographs at one point.
Oh man, it was amazing. They had to hit a bat and everything. There's the bat. There we go. Got the whole routine. If you weren't paying attention, it's like, what's he doing there? What's Ichiro doing? Here's a ground ball to Sogard. Ichiro retired. One out as the Mariner hit leaders sent back to the dugout.
Defense for the A's. Matsui in left field. Crispin center. Sweeney out in right. Sizemore the third baseman. Sogard will get the start at shortstop. Weeks and Jackson on the right side of the infield. And Kurt Suzuki will do the catching.
There's Brendan Ryan. Second to Ichiro and hits. He's got 91. Ichiro's got 119. Good night for Brendan last night. 3 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Harden looked like he was ticketed to Boston over the weekend. Red Sox medical folks didn't like some of the things they saw in the report, so here he is still with the Athletics. Pitch fooled Ryan. 1-2.
You can tell early on, Harden, the last pitch, a fastball at 89 miles an hour. Throw as hard as he used to. Again, using his changeup a lot more than the curveball that he used to throw.
Sogard. And infield hit for Ryan. Nice play by Sogard to get to that ball. So Ryan's aboard with a base hit.
And he gets
now
it to second.
He tried to do that again. He's going to go to
Nobody
third.
at third.
There's nobody at third. And Brendan Ryan with a great double hustle play. Beautifully done. Matsui did that in the World Series. No, Johnny Damon did that in the World Series a couple of years ago. He caught everybody asleep.
Take a look at the play by Sogard. The first baseman, Connor Jackson, has to come off the bag, and you can see the shortstop way over in the hole. Brendan takes a look, and there is nobody at second base. And when he looks up, there's nobody at third.
That's great work. Great awareness. So now here's Ackley, the best hitter on the Mariner Ball Club. One out, runner at third, infield up close. That's great.
I don't think I've seen that.
I've never seen it at this level, that's for darn sure. We saw Ryan think about it a couple times earlier this season. Here's Ackley, 2 for 4, 3 ribbies last night. Runs scored. Scoring is infield hit. Advances first to third on a fielder's choice. Back with a strike. Official scorer tonight is Dan Peterson, and Dan, like most of us, they don't see that very often.
Took him a little while.
Yeah, he's
Had to read up real quick.
That's exactly right. Runner takes base, nobody guarding. How do we score that? 2-1.
I'd like to give him an infield triple. So it'll be a base hit and a fielder's choice moving over to third.
Change the complexion of the game immediately. 3-1 to Ackley. Takes the walk. Runners at the corners. Take another look at what Brendan Ryan just did. I mean, it's outstanding.
Well, you can see why second base would be available. The shortstop's way over by third. Second baseman probably coming over. There's Weeks trying to back up the play. Nobody at second. So Brendan hustles in. That's the third baseman coming over to try to cover second, but there's nobody at third.
That is one heck of a play. There's Mike Carp. Strike one. It's a lesson for everybody, huh? Keep your head up. Oh, man. That was great. Carp 1 for 4 last night. Drives one. Left field. Matsui turns, looks, off the fence. Ryan scores. Here comes Ackley. Ackley right behind in front of the plate. Way offline. 2-0. Mariners on a 2-run double by Mike Carp. Carp aggressive again, Mike.
I like it. Since he's been recalled, that's what he's been doing, aggressive. Swinging the bat with some authority, and he gets a changeup. As Brendan Ryan all smiles, a lot of high five for him in his play. But you take a look at the changeup, hits it hard over Matsui's head. And one of the intangible things that everybody's starting to love about Dustin Ackley, he's the runner at first base, did not hesitate, took off right away, knew that was going to be over Matsui's head, scores from first on a fly ball to left.
2-0. Mariners. Here's Adam Kennedy. Looking to rebound from an 0 for 5. This one's skied. Right center. Coco Crisp gets under it. Carp tags. He'll get the third. 2 outs. Well, we didn't hear a lot about speed from Ackley when he was signed, but we're seeing it.
I know it's early, but I think right now he and Brendan Ryan is really good too, but he may be the best base runner on the club right now.
In terms of the way he cuts the bases.
Cuts the bases and his read of balls that are hit into the outfield, base hits, and the jump that he gets on those. He doesn't hesitate. He has a real knack of knowing when the ball is going to be caught or if it's going to fall in, and he takes off right away.
Good quick read.
It is.
Here's Miguel Olivo. Looking for his first hit against Harden. He's 0 for 7. Miguel had a great night, 3 for 5 with an RBI last evening.
Good sign. The Mariners scoring early. They scored early last night. 5 runs in the second inning last night. Now you have Felix on the mound. Score a couple of runs here in the bottom of the first.
1-2.
Velocity of Harden's fastball jumps up after a couple of runs and scored 93 on that last fastball.
Well, that's a competitor coming out at him. That's what everybody talks about. The guy's been on the DL as much as he has in the course of his career. 1-2. Nothing lead for the Mariners. 2 RBIs for Carp, gives them 11 on the season. Carp in his 28th game of second stint. 2-2 to Olivo. Struck him out. Good inning, nonetheless, for the Mariners as they get 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and leave a man. Felix has a 2-0 lead after 1. Mike Carp a 2-run double, and earlier today, a lot of folks said, hey, you got to come out to the Kings Court at least say hello. So I went out and shook a couple of hands, put on the shirt, took a couple of pictures, hanging out with the folks out there. A lot of nice people. Kings Court, they're pretty fired up. We thank them for their time and enjoyed going down there about 40 minutes or so before the ball game.
Next time they have to make you take a bite out of the turkey leg.
No.
It'll be the first bite. Come on.
The first bite, okay.
Yeah.
The 31st bite, that's a little different. Talked about Kyle Seager. Here he is, just arrived in uniform. On the roster now with Sean Figgins placed on a 15-day DL. 1-1 to Ryan Sweeney. Felix with one strikeout. He got Willingham looking with Matsui at second in the first inning. 1-2. Struck him out. 2 in a row for Felix. 2 on the night, 1 out here in the second inning.
You look at the last pitch from Felix. Looks like a changeup, 87 miles an hour. Oh, it's a breaking ball. Hard slider.
That was tumbling down, wasn't it?
Yes.
There's Connor Jackson. Nothing like seeing Felix with a lead. Remember, we've seen that 3 or 4 times. Remember, one game was that 3rd, 4th inning. Mariners kept 3 or 4 runs. We said, good night.
It was over after that. He knows what to do with a lead.
Check, please. What a 1 to Connor Jackson.
Felix going for his 10th win of the season.
Can't say enough about that performance last week at Yankee Stadium. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run earned, 4 walks, and 5 Ks. And never the Mariners needed a win from the big guy than last week.
They needed, yep. He's their stopper. His losing streaks, 113 pitches in that game, 7 innings that he pitched.
2-2.
96-mile-an-hour fastball right at the knees. Didn't get the call.
Ended the 17-game losing streak at New York. 2-2. And he does strike him out. Check down to first base. Mike Everett. We saw Mike Winters, wasn't sure, got help. And that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Felix.
And take a look at after he throws him a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Here's a slider. Can't lay off of it. That's what makes him so tough. And his fastball isn't straight. It runs in on the right-handers. Feel like you have to get it started early to catch up to it. It's a great knack when to throw his breaking ball.
Ball 1 to Kurt Suzuki. Athletics catcher. Felix Hernandez against the Athletics. Sparkling numbers against his ball club. How about this year? 2-0 with a 1.09. Two and 1. Two-run double by Mike Carp. As the Mariners on top. 2-1 pitch. That misses. 3-1.
Felix is not getting the low strike with his fastball right now. Mike Winters, that last pitch again, right at the knees. Felix did not get the call.
Check swing. 3-2 now. Felix has struck out the last 3 men. On deck, Eric Sogard, the shortstop. Cliff Pennington had a bout of Bell's palsy last night. His face partially paralyzed. Hope he's okay. 3-2, and Suzuki's aboard with a walk. Here's an idea. Hold a 9-inning meeting right here at Safeco Field tomorrow. Mariners wrap up the series with the A's. Special start time of 12:40. U.S. Bank matinee. Perfect excuse. Sneak away from work. Get your tickets to the game at Mariners.com or any Mariners team store. Here's Eric Sogard. Some call up from AAA. He had a long at bat last night. Second time up when he came in for Pennington. That was in the 8th inning. 9-pitch at bat before flying out to right. Oh, dribbler. Felix takes it, and that'll do it. No harm done in the second inning. Mariners have a 2-0 lead here with Felix Hernandez on the mound.
Racer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
2-0 Mariners. Middle game of a 3-game set with the Athletics. Got a matinee tomorrow at 12:40. It'll be Smoke, Wells, and Gutierrez here in the bottom of the second. And as you might imagine, Smoke encouraged, Eric Wedge encouraged, and Mariner fans encouraged with seeing Smoke coming off the bench last night, getting a couple of hits. Eric Wedge was particularly pleased with that ball. Left-handed.
Left-handed.
That he hit to the left side. Because that's a ball he's been rolling over on for the last, he came into last night something like 8 for 70.
It was a changeup that was down and away from him and down borderline out of the strike zone. But he stayed with it, and you could really see in that at bat where he kept his head on the ball. And what's been happening is he's been pulling off the ball a little bit, and that's the reason why he's rolling over on it or fouling those pitches off and missing them. And last night he stayed with it the entire way and hit a nice line drive.
To center field. Backs up crisp. 1 out. Well, it is a good sign to see the young man come off the bench last night, because it has been a drag for him as he's trying to figure things out. Smoke last night, couple of runs scored, a single to right, double to left.
There you go. Some encouragement from Eric Wedge. Like the swing.
There's Casper Wells. Ball one.
Casper with a couple of hits in last night's ball game.
Base hit to left, got an infield hit, scored a run. Hard working from the extreme first base side of the rubber, barely making contact. Three 0 to Wells. Debut a couple of days ago, drove in Mariners' only run against the Rays in an 8-1 loss. Rudy's on deck. Right, with another strike, 3-2. Harden was with Texas last year, 20 games, 18 starts. He went 5-5. High ERA at 5.58. Second tour of duty with these Athletics. Slug him out. 2 outs. Second K tonight here for Harden. Friday, August 12th. Mariners Wives annual My Favorite Things basket auction when the Mariners host the Red Sox. Mariners Wives, they put together some great baskets of their husband's favorite things, including CDs, autographed, and game-used items, and more. Baskets will be auctioned off via silent auction at Section 128. All proceeds benefit Mariners Care. For tickets, visit mariners.com. Donated a hat, so I'd like to see you join in there. Get that bidding up. Come on. Good cause here. Threw a hat in the bag there.
You autograph it?
It's got the signature in the band.
Yeah, there you go.
101 to Goody. Eight putouts last night. He was a busy camper. Great plays, fabulous coverage as usual.
A great diving catch out in left center field.
Well, that had trouble written all over.
It did. Yeah, it looked like. I thought when it was hit, there's no chance for him, but I've been wrong with him in center field before.
Yeah, you don't mind being wrong.
No.
Some of the balls that he catches up to remarkable. There you go. Goody's got glove. Nice. Two.
Not only has glove, but he has gold.
For our money, he should have. Last year should have been a second.
I agree.
And our late pal, the great Dave Niehaus, what a name he put on him. Death, the flying thing. So true. Center field. Here comes Chris. And that'll do it for the Mariners here in the second. Mariners enjoyed 2-0 lead thanks to Mike Carper. First inning, 2-run double. Game of a 3-game set. And now time for our AT&T trivia question. On this date, 1982, Rickey Henderson stole his 100th base of the season since 1900. How many players have stolen at least 100 bases? On this date, 1982, I'm going to go with beef. I'm wavering between 2 and 4. I'm going to go with 2. I'm going to go with 2. Maury Wills and Rick.
Lou Brock never did it?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm going with 4.
Lou was here the other last what was it, Friday? He was here. Lou Brock.
He looked great too,
didn't he? Yeah. He's got Sizemore leading off. Felix has 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, giving up 1 hit. 2-out first inning double to Matsui.
Gets a boo from Kings Court for stepping out when they had their chant rolling.
Strike 3 call. That's what they wanted. Strikeout number 4. One out here in the 3rd.
Felix comes back. 94-mile-an-hour fastball inside corner.
Back to the top of the order. Jemile Weeks. Strike 1 to Jemile.
Here.
Missed inside. Felix with 4 strikeouts over the last 6 hitters. Baseball club 10-7 since the All-Star break. The Mariners 3-13. They've won 3 of the last 5.
There are 2 really good young second basemen playing in this game. Jemile Weeks, one of them, and Dustin Ackley. You guys are going to play against each other for the next 10 years.
Gutierrez with the read. They're gliding the catch. 2 outs. He already has 3 putouts so far tonight. Hey, the Red Sox are coming to Seattle August 12th through the 14th. That's a Sunday. Join us as Ichiro, Felix, and the Mariners meet Big Papi, Adrian Gonzalez, and the Red Sox. Now Eric Bedard, too. Enjoy a big summer weekend of baseball at Safeco Field. For tickets, visit Mariners.com or any Mariners team store. Bedard will make his Red Sox debut Thursday, and if he stays on that schedule, he would pitch in that Sunday game here. How about that?
That'd be strange, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit. 2 outs and Coco Crisp at the plate. Bedard now becomes huge for Boston. Clay Buchholz is done for.
Yes.
I believe he's done for the year.
We know when Doug Fister is going to
I have not seen that. We will
pitch
inquire.
for the Tigers. Yeah.
All in 2 strikes. Athletics 12th in hitting. Mariners 4th in ERA. A's are 2nd in ERA, and the Mariners are last in hitting. 1-2. Put a little extra on that one. No complaint by Crisp. Yeah, you got me. Strikeout number 5 for Felix Hernandez through 3 innings. He's got a 2-0 lead, and this one just ate Coco Crisp up. Had no chance. 2-0 Mariners. Final of the third inning. It'll be the top of the order. Ichiro, Ryan, and Ackley on Salute to the Military night, a Navy night here. Good to see all those folks. Safeco Field. Strike one to Ichiro, grounded out the shortstop his first time up. It's going to drop down. No,
Whoa.
Crisp, what a play. Coco Crisp with some fabulous closing speed takes a base hit away from Ichiro.
I was with you, Dave. I thought this one was going to drop in. And a great play by Coco Crisp to take a hit away from Ichiro. Holds the glove up.
Nice catch.
It is a nice catch.
Brendan Ryan, the hitter. Got an infield hit. Next thing you know, he was on third base. Looked up, nobody was covering second. Looked up, nobody was covering third, so I'll take both. One. Mariners 7-4 against these Athletics, and are now 3-2 here at Seattle. Trying to win this series. Swung on a miss. Ryan's gone. Third strikeout by Harden. 2 outs here in the third. Our AT&T trivia question. On this date in '82, Ricky Henderson stole base number 100. Since 1900, how many players have stolen at least 100 bases? I went with 2. Mike went with 4. Fans went with 4. 52%. Survey says it is 4. You got Mr. Henderson, Mr. Coleman, Mr. Brock, and Mr. Wills. Vince Coleman did it 3 times. I remember 62 and 74. And Ricky topped out at 130 stolen bases.
Remarkable, isn't it?
I'll say, especially, and everybody in the building knows he's going.
With the way that he would just dive into the bases, had to just beat his body up. And he was hurting by the end of the year.
But he's one of the more fit guys you played against and with, right?
No question. He worked hard at it, too.
Two and two. Suzuki thought he had a strike, so did Harden. Count runs full. Mike Carp on deck. He doubled in 2 runs. This lead for the Mariners in the first. Fair ball, hit hard. Ball girl gets out of the way. Ackley going to second. He's going to go to
He
third.
would've had a
Oh, no
triple.
way. Oh, come on. He had 3.
It was Ichiro that did it.
No way. Dude.
They're going to.
Can you believe this?
No.
Oh, man.
Well, you take a look at it. It's a hard past the first baseman, Connor Jackson. And it looks like, right off his glove, and it'll hit the infield tarp. Slows it down enough to where I think he would have made it to third. Oh, they're going to give him third.
Giving him third. Bob Melvin protesting. He saw a free ball and he was all over it. He had access. He had motive.
If he's going that far with the Ichiro here, too, why couldn't he come up with a black glove?
Correct.
Right? Chris Guccione explained to Bob Melvin that Dustin was past second base. Imagine that's what he's telling. He's past second base, so he's going to award him third. That'll be a triple for Dustin Ackley. I believe that's his fifth triple.
That's correct. Fifth triple in his 38th game. Well, nice knowing you for tonight. Boy, oh boy, the price you pay for.
Lesson learned.
So they're scoring it a triple.
Oh, he had to get out there to get it, too.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
Look at I like the fan with the Ackley jersey waving him off like, what are you doing?
Boy, oh boy. If Carp can pick up another RBI. It's 0-1. Well, the evidence is over. Video evidence is overwhelming. Do you think they cut him a break? Nah, not going to happen. Same guy, he's signing autographs, taking pictures before the game. The Ichiro double. Bye-bye. Two to Mike Carp. I don't think there's any question. You got to see it like that. I've never sat in a seat, but you totally lose all your relative. As Carp strikes out, you lose sanity down there, right? You see a free ball. The good news, Ackley did get a triple out of it. The bad news, they couldn't get him home. Nonetheless, the Mariners lead 2-0, and one fan is out of here. Sound Transit to work. Visit soundtransit.org for details. So we've seen Brendan Ryan get an infield hit, end up on third because of some great hustle. Then you see Ichiro's body double in the house, reveling in the mere presence of his idol. And then he interferes with the ball and winds up getting thrown out of the ball game.
And loses a great seat. Right down there in the front row.
Can't beat it.
The real Ichiro still in right field, of course.
Which is good news. Felix Hernandez, first hitter here in the fourth, is Hideki Matsui. Matsui has the only hit off of Felix. A double on a 1-1 count to left center field. Felix with 5 strikeouts, 1 walk.
He hasn't been giving Felix the low strike, but a couple of high strikes right at the top of the strike zone. And if he gets that pitch up there with him, especially if he starts getting the 95, 96 mile an hour going, that's going to be tough for the A's to catch up to a fastball up in that area.
A lot of movement. Matsui's able to pop it short left field for Wells. 1 out. A beautiful night here at Seattle Summer. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. They'll bring up Josh Willingham, the DH. Took a called third strike and a 3-2 count. Oh, that got Olivo. I mentioned it. Talking to Kurt Suzuki today. It seems like Olivo, and all you catchers go through it. Just wear it constantly. Suzuki took one off the shoulder. He saw, who was it, a hit batter, and then he got hit on the shoulder. He took one on the ribs. Suzuki has the utmost admiration and affection for Olivo. He says, toughest guys there is in baseball. Really admires the way he goes to work. His enthusiasm. It's just so doggone tough. And Kurt said, I was well aware that he can run, that he's got 4 stolen bases. He said, I have 2. I'm keeping track.
Yeah, I like that. Well, I think with Olivo, it's especially true when you have Felix on the mound. Great stuff. A lot of foul tips coming back at him. And Pineda's out there, and he's rushing it up there at 97 miles an hour. Same thing. Takes a beating.
Tough hombre. 1-1. Pleasure watching this kid pitch. 2-1. I wasn't here his first couple of years. Have you seen that growth? I mean, it must be from, let's say, I got here in 07, so what, 05, 06. And the growth has just been phenomenal since I've been here. So you can imagine what you've seen.
20 years old, he came out and he wanted to throw 98 miles an hour all day long. And if things weren't going well, you know, he'd stomp around the mound and all that. He's so polished now, and he knows how to pitch, and he has all the pitches. He has great pitches. All of his pitches are plus pitches, and you don't see any of that. He can grind a game out with the best of them now, and it's the reason why he won a Cy Young Award last year, and it won't be his last.
Payoff. Struck him out. Willingham's gone for the second time. That's a half a dozen strikeouts for Felix Hernandez here in the 4th.
Take a look at this last pitch from Felix. The bottom fall out of it, 90 miles an hour. And that's the thing that makes him so tough. It's not only that he throws hard and has all the pitches, but everything moves so much. It's tough to, you look at Olivo, sometimes you have a tough time catching it. Try hitting it. It's brutal.
Breaking ball, strike 1. Ryan Sweeney struck out on a 1-2 pitch in the 2nd. He's sitting on 6 strikeouts. He's ahead of Sweeney 0-2. Line drive, base hit to center field.
Yeah, I went with another off-speed pitch and hung it. It was up and in the middle of the plate. Yeah, he's asking Olivo, was it up? It was.
'Two. Bring up Connor Jackson.
0-2, normally that's a situation where he'll just bury the pitch in the dirt. Not one, he'll throw a couple of them in there, try to get him to chase.
One to Connor. Doug Fister, when's he go for Detroit?
Tomorrow. Get the Texas Rangers tomorrow for his first outing with the Tigers. We all wish Doug well, and he can pitch well against the Rangers. That's just a tough first draw to get.
Sure is. 1-1. Eric Bedard Thursday for the Red Sox. Stays on that schedule. We'd see him Sunday, what's that, the 14th, here at Safeco Field, wrapping up that series. 1-1. Detroit tonight has beaten Texas, final of 6-5. Valverde with the save. Still not getting that low pitch. Kurt Suzuki on deck. Sweeney taking his lead. That missed way outside for ball 4. A couple of runners on here for the A's. Second walk issued by Felix Hernandez.
Well, it looked like he was going to have a quick inning. A couple of quick outs. As Sweeney in an 0-2 count gives him a base hit and walks the next batter. Felix now at 64 pitches. Suzuki, he walked his first time up.
Ball for a strike. Oakland, 2 men aboard. First time that's happened tonight. They had Matsui at second in the first inning, and then Suzuki walked in the second inning. Matsui was in the first. Double up here and a swing and a miss. So Felix trying to end it right here in the 4th. Reset. Oh, and 2. Misses away on 2 strikes.
"21 pitches here in the 4th.
Comes the 1-2. He's got a piece of it. So 2 outs and 1-2 the count to Kurt Suzuki. Sweeney at second, Connor Jackson at first. Did he go? No, he didn't. Mike Everett down at first.
Take a look at this swing. Ooh, it's pretty close, yeah.
I think he got it right, but it was close.
I think he got it right. It's a hard thing to do as a hitter, to be able to check your swing when you've already started that far.
2-2. Back up this way, man. It is right at us. Right above us. That was That was
Right
a close.
up here.
That was a close encounter. A little bit closer than we usually like. Somebody upstairs didn't bring their glove.
Have we had one back in the booth? In the last
Not
5
since
years?
no, not here at home.
No.
2-2. Struck him out. Big one for Felix Hernandez. It's number 7 as he strands 2 here in the 4th, and the Kings Court delights and a big sigh of relief for Felix Hernandez and Larry Bernandez.
Captain Greg McWhirter of the Blue Angels. That's what you hear overhead all this week, and that's why I-90 is closed, right? Now, can you give me an idea? You're here throwing out the first pitch. How nerve-wracking is that when you compare it to the fact that you take a $14 million airplane up in the sky?
Well, it's actually not nerve-wracking at all. I mean, it was a great time. Being out on the field and hearing all the people cheering is really fantastic, and knowing that we get a chance to represent all of our sailors and Marines is really a great honor to do it here.
All right, well, we were just showing you throwing out the first pitch. Now, I went up and tried to do what you did, and I'm very proud of myself, the fact that I did not lose my lunch, but at the same time, it is absolutely amazing. I mean, you're just like scrambled for days after something like that happens. I mean, how do you guys stay so fit?
Well, you know, we work at it 6 days a week, and we're one of the few squadrons that flies 6 days a week, year-round. We do that because our bodies need to stay conditioned to the kind of rigor that is required to do the flight demonstration. We work very hard at it.
I mean, you can't take more than a day or two off, though, because then you would get all scrambled like I was.
We don't. We actually feel very rusty if we've had more than a day off, and so we make sure that even in the off season we fly 2 and 3 times a day.
All right, there I go inside the cockpit. 7.8 Gs. That's what I end up pulling, and stayed awake for it. Not bad, huh?
That's very good.
All right, it was a week before my wedding, Dave, and I thought, you know, the headlines are going to read "Bride Dies in Fiery Crash." Back to you.
Pulling a few G's there.
Yeah, oh. Play around a little bit.
A
Sure.
little Wagner for you?
Upside down right now.
Why not? Two and 2 to Adam Kennedy. Kennedy, Olivo, and Smoke. Here in the 4th, Mariners with the 2-0 lead on a Mike Carp 2-run double in the first.
I would think that would be probably the safest flight you could ever take. I think I'll pass on that one. I don't think I'm going to get spun upside down and pull a bunch of G's or any of that.
I am in complete agreement in the first part of your statement. I mean, unequivocal. Second part, I'm going to agree with that either. I'll pay my taxes, and you boys do what you got to do.
That's it. That's exactly right.
Strike 3 called to Kennedy. Back-to-back strikeouts by Harden. He's got 5 on the night. Here's the other thing, too. When you think about what those cats do, I mean, the fighter pilots. Hey, man. That's why you get the best and the brightest.
That's it.
There's Olivo, struck out his first time. Take one to Miguel. Home run RBI leader for the Mariners with 14 and 47 RBI. First time we heard that chant earlier in the year, he had a mammoth home run. That was so much fun, too.
It was great timing, wasn't it?
That was great. Harden's just got his number. It's one of those things.
Well, he looks like he's also settling in.
Mm-hmm.
Mariners able to score a couple of runs off of him in the first inning, and since then he has pitched well.
6 strikeouts for Rich.
Yeah.
Second time he's gotten Olivo, and a Miguel 0-for-9 career against Harden. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Smoke with a fly to center.
Justin is due to get into one.
June 12th at Detroit, his last homer.
He's been working hard to get things turned around. It was good to see him get a couple of hits last night. Flew out to just in front of the warning track to center field his first time out. Chris Chambliss, hitting coach, working hard with him.
Boy, he had a nice smile on his face today. Hey, Chris, boys were banging him out last night. Hey, we did pretty good.
Nice man.
Really is. Nice to see the Yankees pay tribute to him last week.
That was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, they showed the 76 ALCS clinching home run, which marked Littell. And now he's scored and knocked over way more people than Mazeroski did or Henry Aaron did. Their famous home runs.
Well, that is a big man, and he looked determined to find his way into the dugout.
He played some football in his day. UCLA All-American in baseball. They were preventing him, from scoring, and he went back. A couple of cops either side after the celebration went out where home plate was. It's just the finish. I can live with it. Touch where home plate was. Make it official. Umpire said you were good. You didn't have to worry about that. You didn't have to do it. But he said he had to feel good about it.
Yeah, why not?
Wells struck out on a 3-2 pitch. A walk by Harden is second. Counts at 1-1. Harden got to the big leagues with the Athletics back in 03. A couple of really good years. 04, he won 11-7, 10-5 in 05.
Injuries.
Oh,
Injuries had
his middle name is DL.
Yeah, derailed his career. A lot of high expectations for him. Again, he used to throw hard too. He was 95, 96 miles an hour all day long. And in this game, more off speed pitches. But a 50-50 chance with him today. A lot of changeups and breaking balls, mixing in his fastball with it.
1-2 popped up. Weeks was right there. That'll do it for the Mariners. 2-0 Seattle. The Navy. Fellas enjoying the sights and sounds. Some great views here at Safeco Field here in Seattle. Good look at it. Sports is brought to you by AT&T and by Jack in the Box. For a limited time, Jack's really big chicken sandwich combo is back for only $3.99 plus tax. Don't you love it when the big mountain comes out to play?
Love it.
Mount Rainier, that is gorgeous. And you know it's always a fabulous weather day here in Seattle. You can look down there. There it is.
I think we're supposed to have a great day tomorrow for afternoon baseball. 12:40 tomorrow start time.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Eric Sogard. It's strike two. Felix has 7 strikeouts through 4. 2 walks. Harden, he's got 6 strikeouts with 2 walks through 4. Breaking ball. Get down to smoke. Felix there in plenty of time. Went out. We'll bring up Scott Sizemore, third baseman. Took a called third strike in the 3rd inning.
74 pitches for Felix. Pitch count jumped up on him last inning when he had to throw 25 pitches. But looked like it was going to be a quick inning for him, too. A couple of quick outs. And
0-2 to Sweeney, then gives up the base hit.
yeah, and a walk after that.
Strike 1 to Sizemore. Tell you what.
He's a right-handed hitter. That is filthy. It's the curveball. He starts it basically behind your shoulder. That'll buckle you when you know that he can throw 95 miles an hour.
Comes back 0-2. Missed away, not by much. Here comes the 1-2.
Heads up.
Nice job by Ricky Weeks. He volleyed that one hop foul ball on deck circle. To Mile Weeks. Brother Ricky with Milwaukee and on the DL. One-two pitch. Strike 3 call. Got another looking. 8 strikeouts for Felix. 2 down here in the 5th. Second time he's got Sizemore looking.
After a couple of curveballs, he comes back with a fastball at 94 miles an hour on the inside corner. He's locating his fastball like he has today. That is tough. You can see the CenturyLink high-speed pitch. Harden at 95. Felix topped out at 96 miles an hour.
8 strikeouts, 4 swinging, 4 looking. A big blow, the Carp 2-run double. Martin's on top of his game as well. 0-1 to Wicks is twice flied to center. We'll make it 3 times. That'll do it for the A's here in the 5th. Felix has retired 4 in a row now. He's got 8 strikeouts through 5 in a 2-0 lead.
The roster turnover continues, meantime, over at Seahawks headquarters. Pete Carroll and company made another signing. Tight end Zach Miller reached a 5-year deal with the Hawks worth a reported $34 million, 17 of it guaranteed. Dave, Miller made the Pro Bowl last year after he led the Raiders with 60 receptions. Back to you.
Another big-time player escapes the Raiders. And for the Seahawks, here's Franklin Gutierrez. Thank you, Angie. Here in the 5th. Goody, Ichiro, and Ryan, 9-1-2. Yanked way foul. Going. Oh, wow. Way up the deck.
Look, it was a good catch up there, too.
Yeah, really. Nice. Gutierrez flied to center in his first at bat. Good pitching hook up here tonight. Felix has held the Athletics. No runs, 2 hits. Harden, 2 runs on 3 hits. The big blow, the Carp 2-run double in the first.
And you have 9-1-2 coming up for the Mariners. You'd like to see him add a run or two. Felix looks like he's almost unhittable, but you'd like to give him a little bit of room.
2-2 as they check down to Mike Everett at first. Base hit for Goody. 3rd hit career against Harden. He's taking a big turn. He'll get back. Base hit for Gutierrez, 1 for 2. Fine start here to the 5th.
And a solid base hit for Franklin Gutierrez as he lines this one into left center field. Thought about maybe going for 2. He had a good read on the throw coming back in. His play's right in front of him. Looked like it was going to be wide. Coco Crisp does not throw well. That's part of the scouting report. Franklin thought about it. Probably better that he didn't. I don't think there's any doubt if there were 2 outs, he'd have gone for it.
First leadoff man to reach for the Mariners. Here's Ichiro, 0 for 2. He was robbed by Chris last time up. Strike 1. Ichiro just 2 for 19 on this homestand. Count evens at 1-1.
Sizemore up on the grass at 3rd.
The other way, out of play.
Next pitch will be number 80, Rich Harden.
Two runs on 2 hits in the first inning. That Gutierrez hit to lead off here in the 5th, just the 2nd hit since then. There's Weeks. They get the lead runner, and that's all they'll get. One out, fielder's choice. Ichiro's aboard.
Weeks knows that there's no chance to turn 2, so he just wants to make an accurate throw to shortstop. Shortstop Sogard. Catch it and get out of the way. Brendan Ryan with a base hit in the game. Scored 1 of the runs for the Mariners.
Ryan shows bunt. Unique play in the first inning, infield hit. Took 2nd and 3rd because nobody was guarding the front door. Check swing. It's in play. Harden is there. Way threw it too high. Ryan safe. There's a break. E1 on Harden. 2 on now for the Mariners.
Yeah, Dustin Ackley coming to the plate. Just a tapper, and he throws it high. Connor Jackson, the first baseman, tries to get the tag on Brendan, but he beats him. He gets to the base first.
Good hustle by Ryan getting down there.
I don't think you ever have to worry about that, do you, with Brendan Ryan?
That is correct. Kings Court chanting Ackley's name. Can understand why. It's almost like the roll call from the bleacher creatures at Yankee Stadium. Strike one, Dustin. He had a unique triple in the third. Off the glove of the first baseman into foul territory, down near the tarp, and the Ichiro look-alike wannabe interfered with it. But Chris Guccione, second base umpire, gave him 3 bags because he said he was already to second. 0-2 here to Dustin. One, two. Didn't see it, but a nice hand for somebody who made a nice catch. Big spot here for Ackley and the Mariners. 2 on, 1 out. Out of play as well. Ackley's been very impressive, especially impressive as an 0-2 hitter. Done very well with this count. Over this time, short right field, pops it up. Ryan Sweeney's right there. It's 2 outs. And when you're traveling outside the Northwest this season, make sure you take the Mariners with you wherever you go. Subscribe to MLB.tv today. You'll see every Mariners game live or on demand on your computer and on your favorite devices. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere.
Mariners are 1 for 5 with men in scoring position. Now 1 hit came off the bat of Mike Carp. Stepping in right now, had a double and drove in a couple of runs. The Mariners last night, 20 at bats with men in scoring position, 7 for 20.
Carp hits it hard. Weeks plays it and throws him out. The Mariners get a couple on, can't get anybody in. Still lead it 2-0. Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Pizza Hut. Get any Pizza Hut pizza, any size, any toppings, for one amazingly low price when you carry out. By Money Tree, looking for a loan with more time to repay? Apply for Money Tree Payday Loan online at moneytreeinc.com. And by Wigmer Brothers Brewing, brewing without boundaries. Always a festive occasion. King's Court in session with Felix Hernandez on the mound.
They already had a turkey leg. Now they want some rally fries out there.
I saw that. 2-3-4 against Felix here. Coco Crisp to lead off, followed by Hideki Matsui and Josh Willingham. Sharply hit, bounces off of Smoke, recovers, backhand, Felix is there. Nice play.
Ball come up and it looks like it hit Justin right in the chest. But he stays with it. Felix likes it, always hustling over to cover. Little backhanded flip. Being a speedy Coco Crisp.
There's Matsui. He's got one of the two hits. The first one, that was in the first inning, a double. The other hit, Brian Sweeney, a 2-out 4th inning single.
Wow! Watch your head.
Man, that was a bullet right through the box.
Let's take his hat off.
Like the one day Jesus hit in the first spring training meeting.
.92-mile-an-hour fastball that Matsui turns around. Well, we said he was the hot hitter for the A's, and he's still hot. The second hit of the ball game. It really wasn't that close, but it'll make you get down to the seat of your pants. 2 hits in the game, double, and then that base hit.
Willingham has struck out looking and swinging. Takes the ball. Couple.
Willingham, the home run leader for the A's, 15 on the year.
The double play candidates here. Willingham has bounced into 4. Swings and a miss. Matsui's not a fast runner, nor is Willingham. One and 2 to Willingham. That one 2 and 2. Felix with 8 Ks, 2 walks.
Felix up to 91 pitches now, 57 strikes, 34 balls.
I like how they start like a locomotive, going real slow and then work into a little. Here she comes around the mountain. 2-2. Full count. Riding a 4-game winning streak against these Athletics. Payoff to Willingham. Popped up. Illegal.
You can't see it, but it'll be out of play.
Looked like originally, I can understand where he thought that might have still been in play, but it was about 15 rows back. That's not a good feeling either.
No.
You think you got it, and then you look up and you got nothing there. The last thing you want to do is miss on one. One more time. 3-2. They struck him out. Number 9 for Felix Hernandez. 2 outs here in the 6th. Third time he's got Willingham. Second time looking.
He has been on the corners with his fastball all game long. Olivo set up on the outside corner. 93-mile-an-hour fastball runs right back on the corner. Not much Willingham can do about it. He's punched him out 3 times tonight.
Ball 1 to Sweeney. Single to center on an 0-2 pitch. 2 outs in the 4th. First time up, he struck out. Two and 0.
Pitch count getting up there on him. 95 pitches now in the game.
Long look by Felix. 2-0 coming to Sweeney. 3-0. On deck, Connor Jackson. Rio with a strike. Two now with Matsui, slow runner. He's at first. 3-1. Walking. Tying runs aboard. Third walk issued by Felix. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Matinee tomorrow, off day / travel day on Thursday. And then 6 big games, 3 with the Angels and 3 with Texas. Texas lost tonight 6-5 at Detroit. Angels are winning 5-1 at home against Minnesota in the 6th. Fourth inning, A's had first and second with 2 outs. Felix got out of it with a strikeout of Suzuki as Olivo calls time. After ball 1 to Connor Jackson.
So you get Felix back to where he's working ahead in counts, falling behind. That's something you want to see. Felix now at 100 pitches exactly. 60 strikes, 40 balls for Felix.
Matsui taking his lead at second. Sweeney at first. 1-0. National League Phillies 5-0 over Colorado. Combine that with an Atlanta loss. Phillies increased their lead to 8 games in the NL East. Pirates lost for the 5th consecutive time. There's a 1-1. Comeback. Can't find it. Now he does. Throws him out. So out of harm's way as Felix makes the play. He gets out of a 2-on jam here in the 6th. Shutout preserved. Mariners still lead 2-0.
completed here at Safeco Field, and Felix with a little extra oomph on that throw to first base to get Connor Jackson. Don't you love the way this guy plays the game? Hey, meantime, newly acquired Mike Adams on the hill for the Rangers in a 5-5 tie with the Tigers. Dave was talking about this game. Brennan Bosch in the 8th slams a solo blast to right, just the 3rd homer given up this year by Adams in 49 appearances. 6-5 Motor City Kitties on their way to a victory. Dave.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. 1-0, 1-0 the count to Adam Kennedy. Foul. Kennedy 0 for 2. It's not been a good homestand for AK, trying to get on track. He's won for his last 15.
I think unless Felix has a single-digit pitched inning on this next inning, this is going to be his last one. The Mariners need to score a couple more runs. They need to add on to the 2 runs that they scored in the first.
Couldn't agree more. Fouled off. Comebacker that ended the last top of the inning. Jack out his hand. Earl Wilson, pitching coach.
Well, he's laughing about it.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
1-2 count to Kennedy. 2-2. Kennedy, Olivo, and Smoke. We're in the 6th. 5, 6, and 7. Full count now. Kennedy works a walk. Start to the 6th. 3rd walk issued by Rich Harden, Root Sports. Looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest. As you know, throughout the season, we're going state to state to find the most passionate fans in our region. This month, we want to hear from devoted fans, you devoted fans in Idaho. So log on right now, rootsports.com. Show us what you got. Show us why you're one of the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fans. Olivo 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts. Looks at a strike.
Mariners had the leadoff runner, Franklin Gutierrez, last inning on solid base hit into center field. Couldn't get anything going. See him take advantage of Kennedy's walk.
Olivo get a hold of him. He's due. He's as well aware as anybody that he's 0 for 9 career against Harden. Kennedy back safely, 6 out of 8 base steals this year.
.97 pitches now for Harden. Nobody in the A's pen throwing yet, so Bob Melvin's still liking what he's seeing out of him. And that's the pitch he's going to want back. It's a fastball at 91 right down the middle of the plate.
All of 2 strikes to Miguel.
You know that too as a hitter. When a pitcher's had your number and you get a pitch to cover and you miss it.
I'm thinking now.
Yep.
3 strikeouts tonight for Olivo. That's strikeout number 7 for Harden.
Sometimes you run across that guy, you just don't pick the ball up out of his hand. For whatever the reason is, other guys may be hitting balls all over the place, but you can't touch them.
That's been the case here with Miguel.
Yeah. 3 strikeouts, all of them swinging for Miguel tonight. All on that breaking ball down and away.
There's Smoke, fly to center, and a walk tonight.
Good pick by Connor Jackson
Yes, it
over
was.
at first.
You can see and hear the skip.
I was going to say, Hartnett, he doesn't look real comfortable throwing the ball anywhere but to home plate.
Threw the ball away, almost threw it away, threw it high to first, and a comeback. Ground ball by Ryan.
Certainly wouldn't. You certainly wouldn't expect Smoke to do it, but some of the other guys may want to think about dropping a bunt down. He's already thrown one high that Ryan beat out on that check swing.
Maybe think about Goody, Ichiro, and Ryan. They'd be probably your best
Casper
candidates.
Wells too. He runs,
Wells.
yeah.
1-0 pitch. Taking first strike, 1-1.
We talked about Smoke having a couple of hits in last night's game. What you want to do is you want to see him just continue to make progress moving forward. And so far he's had 2 solid at bats, a fly ball to the warning track in center field, and a walk.
Off-speed pitch for strike 2.
He wants to see the results of base hits right now, but Chris Chambliss and Eric Wedge want to see his approach at the plate, and that he's moving forward from his struggles.
Remains 1-2.
Fastball in on his hands that last pitch. What we've been seeing is after 2 strikes on him, after we see that pitch, they come back with something off speed, down out of the strike zone, see if they can get Justin to try to hurry up and swing and miss it. There it is. Was able to lay off of it that time.
2-2. Only scoring coming in the first inning. Mike Carpet, 2-run double to left field. It scored Ryan and Ackley.
Back in there again. The reason why they do that is if you're not going well, typically you won't trust your hands. And then you feel like you can't get to that pitch inside, and you'll start to cheat, get your swing started early. And that's what we were talking about, Dave, when he was pulling off of the ball. And that's when you're susceptible to the breaking balls or the changeups that are down out of the strike zone because you're trying to rush to the ball. You can't lay off of that pitch.
3-2 coming. Kennedy takes off. This one popped up short left field. Shortstop going out Sogard. Kennedy back safely. 2 outs with the runner at first here in the 6th. Friday, August 12th. Mariners and the Red Sox, they're going to open a big 3-game series. Here's what you can do. You can donate your old cell phone and accessories to the Verizon Wireless Hope Line cell phone drive. It supports local shelters and victims of domestic violence. Collection boxes, they're going to be all around the ballpark at all gates, as well as guest services locations here at Safeco Field. Wells with a strikeout and a pop to second. Ball 1 to Casper. Arna goes. Swing on a miss. Throw by Suzuki. Not in time. Plus the ball was dropped by Weeks. Stolen base for Kennedy. His 7th of the year.
Well, it's a great time to try it. You have 2 outs in the inning. Kennedy's over at first. Started the inning off with a walk. 2 outs. Why not try to get down to second base? And that's exactly what he does. Throw in the dirt. Weeks can't hang on to it. I think Adams said he would have been safe anyways. De Los Santos, hard throwing right-hander, getting loose for the A's.
Saw him earlier this year in Oakland. Faustino Santos.
Next pitch will be a 110. Harden matching a season high against the Angels on July 16th. He threw 110 pitches.
The Mariners looking for a big 2-out base knock here to get a run in. Up 2-0. 1-2 the count to Wells. Harden's ready. The 1-2 to Wells. Kennedy in scoring position. Way upstairs. Acrobatic stop by Suzuki. 2-2. Mariners have won 3 of their last 5. Trying to add to that, coming off a nice win yesterday, 8-4 in the series opener. And Blake Babbitt, 2-2 pitch.
He's hanging in there. Sweeney throws well in right field. Chris does not. And Matsui, you can run on those two. There's a base hit in the outfield. Kennedy should be able to score unless it's right at Sweeney and right.
High. So full count. "25 pitches this inning for Rich Harden. Paid off right here. Kennedy at second. Drive deep to left. That's got a chance. That's got a lot of carry. Two-run homer. Casper Wells is first as a Mariner. And there's the add-on runs you were looking for. A 2-run shot. And the Mariners now have a 4-0 lead. That was a fabulous at-bat by Wells. And the Mariners, Felix Hernandez, happy to get a couple more up on the tote board.
When you see a lot of pitches in an at-bat, you get closer and closer to the off-speed pitches, and that's exactly what he gets. It's an off-speed pitch at about 83 miles an hour, his changeup, and he finally is able to hang there. The 9th pitch of this at-bat and gets enough of it to hit it over the scoreboard for a 2-run home run and give Felix a little bit of breathing room in this game.
Rich Harden has been chased. Off to the showers he goes. The Kings Court, they exalt, and for good reason. Just doubled up on the lead at 4-0 thanks to that man right there, Casper Charles Wells the 5th. Couple of runs on the board here for the Mariners. 4-0 lead. Rich Harden He's been shown to the showers. Casper Wells with his first Mariner home run, and here's the line on Rich Harden.
Harden pitched well, 5 hits, only gave up 5 hits but 4 runs. An extra base hit from Carp, a double drove in 2, and then the 2-run home run by Casper Wells, new Mariner. A couple of hits in last night's game, and then drives in 2 runs with a 2-run homer to chase him out of the game. De Los Santos will take over for Harden, and there are his numbers. 14 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts for him. Opponent's average just 157. Franklin Gutierrez will face him, and he'll have to turn it up a notch. This young man throws hard.
Great feeling for Wells. Get that first big contribution as a Mariner. 96. First pitch to Goody. 1 for 2 for Gutierrez. Batting average at 198. That'll get him over 200. Chris won't get that one. Base hit. 2 for 3 night for Goody.
The good news for this is you have to be able to generate some bat speed to turn around 96 miles an hour, and that's what Franklin does. 2 solid base hits in the center field for him in the game. Another good sign for the Mariners. Get Franklin Gutierrez going again.
Gutierrez at 202 with the 2 for 3 night.
And Santos with a little bit of a leg kick on that. Franklin Gutierrez might be able to steal second on him.
Gutierrez 8 out of 10 base stealing this season. Adam Kennedy has a stolen base tonight, his 7th. Ichiro 0 for 3 tonight. Gutierrez now with that base hit, 5 for 13, 5 for 16 on the homestand. 0-1 pitch to Ichiro. Suzuki going out for a quick check. 1-1. Mariners needed a big pop, and they got one. Off the bat of Casper Wells, a 2-run homer. De Los Santos back up from AAA Sacramento in July 1. Misses 2-1. All this damage coming with 2 outs. Crisp running hard, going back. Makes a heck of a catch. He's one of the faster guys you'll see in baseball. That's a good piece of coverage there by the center fielder, outrunning that drive off the bat of Ichiro. Good news, though, for the Mariners. They get 2 on the Wells home run and lead it 4-0. Tigers, as we begin the top of the 7th inning, make sure you sign up for Root Sports Red Alerts and get updates on when to watch your favorite team. Stay informed on the biggest events in Northwest sports and receive exclusive offers and giveaways. Just text FAN to 95323 and get in on all the action. So Felix Hernandez, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. And going out to his position in left field, Casper Wells was saluted by the Kings Court. And that 2-run homer is first as a Mariner.
Felix at 101 pitches. So this will probably be his last inning unless he has a quick one.
Kurt Suzuki leads off, shows bunt. Suzuki, Sogard, and Sizemore, 7, 8, 9 here in the order. Nobody heating up in the Mariner pen. Dan Cortez is going through a stretching regimen right now. Breaking ball misses 2-0. Suzuki tonight has walked and struck out. Popped it up. Ryan Culling. Oh, Kennedy makes the catch. Oh, man, and I hope he didn't spike Ryan.
Looked like he stepped on him, didn't it?
Yep.
They had a little bit of confusion over there. They both had overrun the ball. It was a great play by Adam Kennedy, making an adjustment to come back and make the catch, and hopefully Brendan Ryan is okay. Take another look at it. They both see it go up, and they chase it. And here comes Ryan. Now they start to go back. I didn't see him step on him. Maybe just the change of direction. I think Brendan Ryan would have made the catch if Adam didn't.
Yep. For sure. Yeah. Shades of Boone and Rose. Let's see. Got a piece of his left knee.
Yeah.
He's hit through the box off the bat of Eric Sogard. One out, one on for Oakland. Sizemore struck out looking both times on 1-2 pitches. Starts him off with a bender. Didn't quite get the same snap on that pitch. 1-1. Jeff Gray now starting to heat it up. Off his foot, so a ball and 2 strikes.
Gray looks like he's going to take over David Pauly's spot in that bullpen. Mariners have a lead late in the game. He's the guy that they're going to go to. He's pitched well. Limited in his opportunities when he first came over, but they started running him out there more in July. And thought he pitched well. Fastball at 95 miles an hour.
1-2. It's through Olivo. Advancing to second is Sogard. A wild pitch. David Pauly made his first Tigers appearance tonight. 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit. Tigers had a victory against Texas. Pfister, he'll get the start for the Tigers tomorrow. That one fouled back. Two and two. High drive down the line, going foul. Felix sitting on 9 strikeouts. He's walked 3. No runs on 4 hits. Season high strikeout total 13 in a win against San Diego down there. May 22. Diego keeps it in front of him.
Yep, and his pitch count keeps going up on him. 112 pitches now for Felix.
112 last week, going 7 in the win against the Yankees. As you look at Jemile Weeks, the on-deck hitter.
Eric Wedge wants to see Felix pitch this 7th inning, turn it over to Gray for the 8th, and then Brandon League for the 9th.
Center field, hit well, going back, Goody,
Wow.
gone. I thought that had a chance to sink a little bit, and it didn't. And Sizemore, who had struck out his first 2 times up homers, and makes it a 4-2 ball game. That's home run number 5, RBIs 28 and 29. Boy, that ball got hammered.
It did. And Felix was surprised too. I was surprised. It was on a line straight away center field. I see many guys hit balls over the center field fence at night here, and there it goes.
And how big is the Casper Wells 2-run blast now? So that'll do it for Felix as Eric Wedge comes out to get him. Got that on a 3-2 pitch, did Sizemore. They're going to go to Jeff Gray right now. Mendez this evening. He took a shutout into the 7th inning. Dominating stuff for a great portion of this game.
He had it all working tonight. Great command of his fastball, topping out at 96 miles an hour. Good hit fastball in the inside corner to Sizemore, who hit the home run. But it looked like he was going to have a special night. 9 strikeouts for Felix in the game. So he was racking the punch-outs up, but 2-run homer gets the A's within 2. But overall, Felix pitched well again. There you see it, a couple of runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, 113 pitches, 68 of them for strikes.
Such is the nature of baseball. He strikes out Sizemore looking twice on 1-2 pitches, and then on a 3-2 pitch, Sizemore, he blasts a home run straight away center field, 417 feet. Right now, that Wells 2-run homer. In the bottom of the 6th, looming large. Gray going right after Weeks.
You look at Jeff's numbers, a 2.7 ERA. 16 strikeouts in the 30 innings he has pitched. 257 average against.
Chopper down to first. Fair ball. 2 down. The only Athletics that Gray has faced previously, De Jesus not in the game, and Matsui, who's on deck now with Coco Crisp up at the plate. Crisp tonight, fly to center. Strikeout looking, and the ground out to Smoke. Short pop, Ryan, Kennedy, they converge. Ryan, good beat on it. Nicely done. And Ryan runs that one down. That'll do it for the Athletics in the 7th, but they cut the lead in half. A 2-run homer by Scott Sizemore makes it 4-2 Mariners. First home run hit by a Mariners player. Alaska Airlines donates 10,000 miles to our Make-A-Wish Home Runs for Wishes program. You can donate your own miles to Make-A-Wish at alaskaair.com. Difference in the ball game here this evening. Casper Wells, his first Mariner home run, got it on a 3-2 pitch. He had fouled off several. Scoring in front of him, Adam Kennedy. That made it 4-0. We had spoken, I think, prior in that inning or prior to that at bat about, boys, you better get a few more runs.
That's right. Well, now, Mariners bullpen will hopefully hold on to this thing. Let's go ahead and score a couple more, Dan.
Why not? We're all still buzzing up the Sizemore 2-run shot.
Still can't believe that ball went out of here.
Man.
It's on a line.
Figuring Goody's running back to a point, it's going to stop, or it's sink, do something. As advertised, this young man, Tino De Los Santos, he is rushing it up there. You got the veteran Brian Fuentes. He's throwing. Got in the game last night. 2-1. It's popped up. Weeks going back. So Sogard. Whoa. Weeks took care of it. Ryan's retired. One out here in the 7th. Last thing he wanted to do.
And nobody calling it.
Look at Weeks' face. What are you doing here? Ackley, a walk and a run scored in the 1st. Triple in the 3rd. Fly to right in the 5th. One and one. did get the home plate umpire, Mike Winters. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tino De Los Santos against Dustin Ackley, 2-1. 3-1. De Los Santos' 3rd time with this A's ball club this season. Three and 2.
Haven't seen him swing and miss very often, have we?
Ooh. 3-2 pitch. Stays alive.
De Los Santos has good run on his fastball too. The last one at 97 miles an hour, running away from Dustin Ackley.
Payoff pitch. This way. Turner runs coming in the 1st inning. A 2-run double by Mike Carp. And a 2-out, 2-run homer by Casper Wells in the 6th. Made it a 4-0 lead. Then top 7. Sizemore with a 2-run homer straight away center field. 3-2 to Ackley. Do it again.
Hanging in there, trying to catch up to the 97. Ninth pitch of the at bat coming up.
Great 2 pitch.
Seven keeps turning it up on him. 98 on that last fastball. Tenth pitch coming up, just pumping heaters in there.
Number 10. 3-2 pitch. Cleared him out. But he's staying alive.
He is.
Well timed. Three balls, 2 strikes. The dribbler goes foul. Ackley working it hard. He's got Carp on deck. To the Ackley. Struck him out, and Suzuki held on to it. Two outs here in the 7th. Why not some rally fries? This is a good one.
Now Mike from Oregon, 90 years old. He's here with his daughter Sue and Chris. He didn't want to wait till he was 100 to get him. We would take care of him tonight. There you go.
Having fun. That's great. All one to Mike Carp. 2-run double in the 1st, strikeout in the 3rd, ground out the 2nd in the 5th inning. One and one.
Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen, so it will be Gray. Pitch the 8th. Good breaking ball from De Los Santos. He geared up for that fastball at 97. Drops an 84-mile-an-hour breaking ball on you.
Carp's got a deal here, 1-2. Strike him out. De Los Santos, very effective since coming on. Those are 1, 2, 3, 7th to the 8th we go. Mariners still lead. It's 4-2. On your right there, just called back up from Double-A, hadn't been pitching well. So what did you think when he got the call?
I said that, you got to be bleeping kidding me. And then I said, all you got to do is give up 8 in 2 innings and get the call. But it was perfect. My wife's birthday's today, and just perfect timing. It all just came together.
Sometimes things just work out.
That's
Good
right.
for Tom.
Yeah.
Good for him. Top of the 8th inning. Jeff Gray will continue. He's on in relief of Felix Hernandez, who went 6 1/3. Matsui to lead it off. Matsui, Willingham, and Sweeney 3, 4, and 5 here for the A's. Matsui having a good night, 2 for 3. I mentioned Gray. Matsui is 1 for 1 against him, and De Jesus, the only A's that Gray has faced in his career. One and 2. Boy, solid hit again for Matsui. 3 hits tonight.
He is hot.
He's in left field. Talked about it last night and tonight. Hottest hitter in the major leagues the second half of the season.
It's a fastball and just solid base hit right back up the middle. So 3 hits for him, a double, a couple of singles.
He came in 468 hitter, 12 runs, 6 doubles, 3 homers, 19 RBIs. In 16 games since the All-Star break. He's got 3 of the 6 hits for the A's. As this one's skied to short right, coming on Ichiro, foul territory. Matsui back to first. Nice play. Come a long way.
It was a big out. Willingham, home run leader. 15 of them, and you get him to pop a ball up to right field as Ichiro runs over and makes the catch.
The 2-hand catch. Sweeney the hitter.
He's 1 for 2. Also walked his last time up in the 6th inning.
One-0 pitch. Line drive, left field. Wells got to track it down. He does. Matsui will hold. Nice job by Wells to get it back to the cutoff man. Acknowledged by Ryan.
That is a fine play by Casper Wells. Ball was hit hard. Looked like it had a chance to get into the gap, and not an easy hop that he had to field out in left field. Gets it back in quickly. Jeff Gray with a chance to get a double play ball and get out of here.
Felix Hernandez, he started, went 6 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Gave up a 2-run homer, and now Josh Luecke, his 5-hour energy, just gulped a little bit down, ready to go. Breaking ball for strike. Connor Jackson, strikeout, walk, and a ground out. Tantalized them. He did not offer. 1-1. Matsui and Sweeney, the base runners. Kick save. Go to third. He throws high. Bases loaded. So the bases are loaded here in the 8th with 1 out. Well, the kick save worked. But then he throws high to third base and they don't get an out.
And that's the key. You want to get an out in this situation. You're up by a couple of runs. He's trying to cut down the lead runner as it goes off of his foot. He gets to it in good shape. Spins and throws it high. Kennedy has to jump in the air to pick it up. It looks like an accurate throw gets him. It would have. Unfortunately, it takes him off the bag. Carl Willis will go out and have a conversation with him now.
They're loaded up. Kurt Suzuki's the hitter. Suzuki's always been a tough out here against the Mariners. 1 out. Bases loaded. Mariners by 2 here in the top of the 8th. In there for strike 1. All-important strike 2. Fielder's choice E1. That's the final verdict on that scoring play. Oh, 0-2 to Suzuki.
Tried to get him to chase the hard slider off the outside corner.
Big pitch here. 1-2. Bases loaded. Come off. Gray would love to get a DP right here. 1-2. That hit him. What are they saying? It's a strikeout.
He swung and missed and it hit him? I thought he fouled it off initially,
So did
but
I.
he must have swung, missed the pitch, and had the ball hit him.
Mike Winter's pretty emphatic on that call. And now here comes Bob Melvin.
That's a strange play.
Sure is. I thought.
Nope. Yeah, he was asking him with no foul ball, and it wasn't.
About that.
Pitch up and in, swings at it, misses it, and then it hits him. It did hit him in the right shoulder.
Sure did. What a break for the Mariners. 2 outs.
We've seen some strange things in this game today.
Unbelievable. There's Sogard and a solid base hit to center his last time up. Jeff Gray trying to survive here in the 8th. He's ahead in the count of Sogard. 0-1. Pitch to Sogard with the bases loaded. 0-2.
Good fastball from Gray, 95 miles an hour.
Jeff Gray came on with 1 out in the 7th. Got the last 2 outs there. Made a throwing error that loaded him up here in the 8th. He's ahead in the count to Sogard. The 0-2 pitch. Didn't bite. 1-2.
Ryan Sweeney out at second base runs well. The outfielder's going to have to make a good throw if there's a base hit.
1-2 from Gray. Had to work inside and missed. 2-2. Shades the chant to Gray. Gray out at Kings Court. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with the bases loaded. Pitch to Sogard. He struck him out! Jeff Gray, everybody! That's a big a K as he's had all season. Gets out of a bases loaded jam and hangs a 0 on the board for the Athletics. They leave him loaded. Jeff Gray with a strikeout. It's 4-2 Mariners. Well, Jeff Gray He had a couple of, that was an unusual strikeout right there. Then a swing and a miss fouled into Olivo's glove. That's with the bases loaded to get out of a jam in the 8th inning. That is now his benchmark moment as a Mariner. Nice work. Jeff Gray coming up big. As the A's leave them loaded. So bottom of the 8th now. Veteran Brian Fuentes comes on for the second night in a row.
Fuentes with a 4.33 ERA, 43 2/3 innings for him, 32 strikeouts, 17 walks. He can get wild.
One to Adam Kennedy. Kennedy, Olivo, and Smoke here in the 8th. Tough night for Kennedy. Fly to center, strikeout looking. He did walk, steal a base, and score. And scored ahead of Wells in a big 2-run homer, which is the difference. That came in the 6th. One and two.
Right-hander Magnuson up for the A's. Brandon League for the Mariners getting loose in their pen.
Ball 2 strikes to AK. Adam Kennedy. Charging and scooping is Jackson for the first out. As low as $14 per person. You know, families are groups of 4 to 12. You can get a ticket to the next Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Day. It's coming up tomorrow. Mariners wrap up this series with the A's and get some specially priced ticket. It's going to include a seat at the game, a hot dog, and a Pepsi. It's a great deal. And we know your family and friends will enjoy it. Get your ticket right now at mariners.com/specials. Miguel Olivo's happy to see Rich Harden out of the game. It's a one-hopper to the shortstop Sogard. 2 down. Brandon League.
That's weird. Eric Wedge's come out of the dugout. I don't know where Justin Smoke is at. Making a change, it looks like.
Change indeed. I see Mike Winters changing his scorecard. Kyle Seager's going to come in. I'll put Kennedy at first. Kyle will go to third.
Hopefully Smoke is okay. I can't imagine taking him out of the game. He's been a much stronger hitter from the right side of the plate, which is what he would be doing. The left-hander Fuentes out there. So Kyle Seager called up today is going to get a pinch hit for Justin Smoke.
Got here about the ball. Play earlier in the game. Remember that Smoke fielded on a ground ball.
Right.
Took a tough hop. Felix came over and covered. Maybe he got eaten up on that one.
Yeah, hit him on his hand, and he's been having issues with that, so maybe that's what it is.
Kind of a day as it's been for Kyle Seager. Played for Tacoma this morning.
I guess he's loose then, huh?
Yeah. Got here about bottom first, top second he got here. Second stint for Seager with the ball club. Kyle Seager going to pinch hit. Justin Smoke, 2 outs here in the 8th. Mariners up 2. Seager in the Tacoma 6-2 loss today went 0 for 5 and struck out twice. Here he is against Brian Fuentes, looking at strike 1. Tacoma losing to Las Vegas earlier today. Kyle Seager in his personal day-night doubleheader.
He'll take it.
Yes, he will. Back in the bigs for sure. They're 2-1. A little storybook on it. Why not, right?
And that is right.
Two and one. This way. Just below Mike Flowers.
He's going to dive for it.
No, you weren't. Struck him out. Well, coming up on 10 o'clock, if you had your BLT tonight, because it's Brandon League time, and he'll face Sizemore, Weeks, and Coco Crisp. 9-1-2 with the game on the line. Mariners lead at 4-2.
Baseball and Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance. And by Sterling Savings Bank. Visit one of our 178 branches or go to sterlingsavingsbank.com. Dave and Mike, let's close this thing out.
Good idea. Good idea. Welcome back, everybody. Kyle Seager stays on at third base, and moving from third base is Adam Kennedy. So Brandon League, 24 saves, the all-star for the Mariners. Looking to lock this one down. Scott Sizemore, last time we saw him, 3-2 pitch, runner on, 7th inning, and he had a home run against Felix Hernandez, straightaway center field. This after he'd struck out twice looking.
Key for Brandon, get the leadoff hitter out. After that, you get back to the top of the order. Let's take a look at his numbers. A 3.24 ERA, 29 strikeouts to 8 walks. Opponent's average 237. Weeks is 1 for 2 off of him. Chris 3 for 6, and then Matsui is 6 for 18. Top of the order had success against Brandon. Look at the home run from Sizemore off of Felix, dead center field. Just lines it over the center field fence.
We all felt the same way as Felix. Wow, where'd that come from? And Sizemore, boy, charged it up 417 feet.
Wow.
Long look there. He thought he had a strike. It's 3-1.
Take a look at the tracer. It looked like it was a good pitch. 96 miles an hour on the outside corner.
One pitch. Back to 3-2. Well, the last thing that League wants to do is put the leadoff man aboard in a 2-run game.
Especially when it gets you back. Yeah, Weeks is 1 for 2 off of Brandon League. Chris hitting .500, 3 for 6, and then Matsui, .333 average, 6 for 18.
Payoff pitch here to Sizemore. Ball.
Well, he's consistent. 6 pitches, all of them at 96 miles an hour.
And 2. I'm off again. Two pitch. League knocks it down and throws to Kennedy for the first out.
It's a big out.
Justin Smoke had to leave the game. We believe this is the play where it happened. Bare hand. Ooh,
Oh.
the index finger looks like. Yep. They need him
I think
up.
it was his thumb. Looking at his thumb.
It's not good. Top of the order. Here's Weeks. 0 for 4, 3 flyouts to center and a ground out. Last night, Sean Figgins, he had a right hip flexor. He's on the 15-day DL. That's why Kyle Seager called up here today. On 2. I think with 24 saves starting today, Valverde picked up his 29th. That leads the American League. Mariano Rivera, 28. Jordan Walden, 24. Papelbon with 24. And League with 24. Papelbon got the win in the Boston victory. There's the 0-2. Strike him out. 2 down.
First pitch fastball at 96 miles an hour. Then he comes back with a couple of split fingers at 86. His last one nasty. He swings right over the top of it. Perfect location. Down out of the strike zone.
Brandon League, born in Sacramento, California, came over from Toronto. Coco Crisp. What a year for League. Thought he was going to be the setup man for David Archma. Archma. Tommy John surgery done for the year, so League's the man this year for the Mariners. Coming out of the pen, he's done a nice job. With that torturous little stretch in May in Baltimore and Cleveland. He has more than rebounded, made the All-Star team. Here's trying to lock down a win for the Mariners. (2-0). In there for strike. $22,576. Including the Kings scored here at Safeco Field. 2-1 to Crisp. Line drive, center field. Gutierrez going back. Got it. Game. Mariners win 4-2. And Casper Wells, one of your heroes, a big 2-run homer in the 6th. That provides the final margin. They make a winner out of Felix Hernandez. He goes to 10-9. And Brandon League picks up save number 25.
Good to see the Mariners score early in this game. Don't forget about the double by Mike Karp in the first inning to drive in 2 runs. Felix took over from there, ends up giving up a 2-run homer late in the game to Sizemore to cut it a little bit closer, 4-2. But Brandon League finish things off. And a nice job by Jeff Gray, too, in a big situation. Bases loaded with 1 out in the 8th. He's able to pitch his way out of it. Gets a couple of strikeouts to get out of that inning.
First time the Mariners have won back-to-back games since they took 2 at Oakland on July 4 and 5. They get the series with these 2 games, and they go for the sweep. They go for that tomorrow afternoon, a 12:40 first pitch tomorrow. It'll be Charlie Furbish making his first start as a Mariner. He'll be going against Gio Gonzalez. So Furbish against Gio Gonzalez coming up tomorrow at 12:40. Mariners win it.